unable to speak through the small bag he holds in his mouth.
I don't know. Maybe you can tell me. All I know is I thought of you when I saw it.
Come to bask in the glow of the Moon Maiden's sword? Be most welcome. I am free from my bonds, but not my duty. The dead 3 are risen. The dead 2 remain. You must face them. I will help.
Keeping very well, I hope? Look after my angel, of course. She's been through more than I can bear to think about. 100 years in the Shadowfell. 100 years being murdered by Sharans over and over. It fills me with a rage I can hardly contain. She's a formidable woman, my Aelin. But no one could escape such horrors unscathed. She's in my hands now, and I intend to help her through whatever's to come. We'll both of us stand by you when the time comes to put down the horror that threatens this city. We are your allies, for life. I mourn the man I knew. He was wonderful. He raised me to serve Selûne as my mother, rest her soul, had wished. He was everything to me, all my life. When an emissary of Selûne came to our little town, we were elated. Dame Aelin, daughter of the Moon Maiden herself. This was different. It was like I could see my fate in her eyes. Lucky for me, she felt the same way. But my father was skeptical. Aelin is immortal, after all. I understand it's strange. There's an imbalance between us, certainly. But I suppose loving Aelin felt the same as loving myself. It was natural. Then... And this is where I still need answers. I died. I'm not sure how or why, but all was black. Next I knew, I was being jolted awake. I smelled musty air, I saw shadows. And then my father's face. So changed. So hideously warped. He told me we'd be together now. Said Aelin was dead. I couldn't speak. Could only run. I found last light within the shadows. Made a shelter there. Prayed my father wouldn't find me. By the time Jaheira came, I'd pieced together just enough to know I'd been dead 100 years. That my father was the source of the horrors that plagued my home. He's gone now. But I suppose the man I knew died when I died. The man he became, that wasn't the father I knew. The one I loved so very much.
God, you're beautiful. Darling, I thought you'd never ask. Lead on.
Hey!
Fuck yes.
Voss is waiting beneath the city. We'll apprise him of our progress once we have the Orphic hammer in hand.
It is done.
I've had a lifetime's fill of watching little men buff themselves up with grand titles. I look forward to the day we show the Archduke that his tongue is not half so silvered as he thinks. Of course. He'll share his rule. What use all his brilliance if there is no one to bask in it? But even if we unite to command the brain, it's not as if we can leave the city under Bane's boot heel once it's done. We'd be back to the same old battle. Still, if you see sense in making an alliance, I won't question it. I'll just look forward to the inevitable breaking Gortash spoke of. As you wish.
You wish to consult me? Good. I do not like to stand idle.
I'm here for you. Always. Mind flayers are like devils. They just sport tentacles rather than wings. Clever, manipulative, exploitative. The Emperor says he's a friend. I think we'd be fools to believe him. And maybe it's true. Maybe Stelmane allied with a mind flayer and subjected the city to their political will. Or maybe he made an offer she couldn't refuse. I met her twice. The first time, I was a boy of 7 or 8, at a banquet in the Flaming Fist's honor. One look and I was smitten. Chestnut hair that flowed behind her like willow fronds, as she floated from one room to the next as if carried by clouds. The second time, Stelmane was different. Even with the aid of a cane, each step she took was a struggle. Every word she spoke took great physical effort. A stroke victim? I asked father later. No, he said. A stroke survivor.
You sense uncertainty in Will's voice. He questions his father's explanation.
Something's always gnawed at me. At the banquet, Stelmane didn't seem to look at us, but through us. But that second time, her gaze never left me. It was steel, sharp and unyielding. It could just be my imagination, but I always felt that it was more than a stroke that had changed her. What, though? I couldn't say. Not a tragedy, a calculated cruelty. Think about it. My father was tadpoled. Stelmane is dead. The people are frightened and the council's in disarray. To exert control, you must first sow chaos. A tyrant's strategy, as father would say. These murders aren't random acts. Someone powerful is guiding the killer's hand, and the city is made weaker for it. That's the spirit.
Busted herself. I didn't see her make no trouble.
I know her. That's Ghoster. She's no thing.
Mistress likeness. It's been some time since I stood before her in a place.
Greetings, child of faith. Be welcome to the Stormshore Tabernacle. You have come far, I perceive. How may I serve you this day? Of course, my child. Within limits. Behold my wares. divine protectors of Baldur's Gate, hear this humble plea. Shield our people from the depredations of the absolute heretics. Bless them with the strength to endure, and the courage to resist. For so may it be.
Quite the mess. Huh. This could be where Father Lorgan met his end.
There's no time to waste.
The air is ripe with magic.
The Oak Father's work is never done.
Hey, good looking.
Oh, action, not reaction.
Whatever it takes.
Action, not reaction.
Yes?
What now?
This ought to be good.
Assume nothing.
What a day.
Shall we continue?
A hero at heart.
Divine protectors of Baldur's Gate, hear this humble plea. Shield our people from the depredations of the absolute heretics. Bless them with the strength to endure and the courage to resist. So may it be.
In your name.
Divine protectors of Baldur's Gate, hear this humble plea. Shield our people from the depredations of the absolute heretics. Bless them with the strength to endure and the courage to resist. So may it be.
hero at heart.
Call and I answer.
Eager for battle.
Don't be shy.
Keep a blade close. Trust no one.
I am here.
Ah, excellent choice.
Divine protectors of Baldur's Gate, hear this humble plea. Shield our people from the depredations of the absolute heretics. Bless them with the strength to endure and the courage to resist. So may it be.
There is work to do.
Divine protectors.
Never a dull
of Baldur's
moment.
Gate, hear this humble plea. Shield our people from the depredations of the absolute heretics. Bless them with the strength to endure and the courage to resist. So may it be.
Easy.
Looks like a trap there.
There are traps about.
Be careful. There are traps about. Yes, please. Traps. How considerate.
Still alive, so that's progress.
Mystra has a shrine within the city, located in the Storm Shore Tabernacle, if my memory serves me.
Do whatever you need to. But I shan't be paying my respects to any of the gods on show.
You never felt the call of the divine, Astarion?
Oh, I tried them all. None of them answered.
Wonder what's past this.
This corpse has been desecrated, displayed, and there's nothing random about it.
This pelvis sports colorful motley from a dismembered cloud.
Oh! Do you actually... The smell of fresh blood.
Candle Hallow's tombstones, remembering the deceased with sympathy and skill.
I would like to visit your home one day, Lizelle. Where is Kalir?
Thank you, sir. You may know it as Stardock, an asteroid.
Afternoon.
One of the tears of Selûne. Its tunnels are home to all manner of creatures to hunt. Vicious, unrelenting. The sort of place I imagine you'd take to, Myra.
Carla, you're looking well.
Would be a lot better if you'd find a way to fix this engine, Damon.
I haven't stopped trying, but all roads lead to a dead end. Sorry, I didn't mean...
Never mind. Glad you're all right in any case. Nice forge you've got here.
Best I've had in years. Mistress of the house lets me operate from here for a fair price. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't happy.
Good. Someone should be.
Certainly. Shout if you need anything else.
You're being arrested for theft. If you have a defense, make it now. You're free to go. This time. But next time, you won't be so lucky. Your bad behavior caught this guard's eye. What do you have to say? Your bad behavior caught this guard's eye. What do you have to say? You're free to go. This time.
Hello. Nice day for a walk.
Stop wasting my time. And I'll give you 3 ounces.
But that's twice what you just said.
I'm a favor. You don't skins off my back.
Is that blood?
I can think of a thing or two. Nothing good, though.
I mean, I didn't say that.
We did for it.
Why, hello there. We were just about to try some of Master Metzley's delightful wines. Would you care to join us?
Oh, they do look ever so tasty.
Ah, Mrs. Highbury, I prefer to conduct tastings individually, so I may assess your palate.
Call me Cora, Master Metzley. And I'm afraid I must insist on their joining us. Wine's no good without company, after all.
The wine scent is almost sickly sweet, with an acrid note just on the periphery. Poison.
No, it was perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. You have sullied it with knowledge, made it an unclean sacrifice. I will remember your face and I will peel it from your skull should you interfere again.
Want another?
No choice but to keep going.
Yes.
I will ascend.
Creator, destroyer. On the double.
Shall we cut and run?
Let us see the battle won. That is where I'm needed.
This is my time. No time to waste.
This cannot happen again.
This is the easy part.
Barely framed and feel down.
If someone hadn't intervened. Or...
I am so glad that monster was stopped.
Oh, me too, my love. Me too.
Will Ravengard, the stain of Baldur's Gate. To think your father's blood flows through those damnable veins.
Cordula Elta. By the nine hells, what are you on about?
Lady Mazora told me everything. How you slaughtered your own father. How you crave his power. How you mean to make the city bow to you and you alone.
That meddling ghoul! Eltan,
Shut it! My family's duty is to Baldur's Gate. I won't have the Hell's Errand Boy poison my city! Stand down! I believe you. The Battle Lord help me. What darkness has fallen upon us? Will, there's something you should know. On his way from Elturel, Ravengard sent a messenger with word of the cult. He knew about the Absolute. I thought little of it at first, but as usual, he realized the danger before anyone else did. He understood that if the cult would be successful in raising an army, Baldur's Gate would be doomed. And he knew that to protect the city, one trained in the ways of the champion would have to rouse the worm living beneath. If I'm not mistaken, that would be you. A bronze dragon, to be precise. He sleeps beneath us, even now, awaiting a hero to rouse him. The worm goes by many names. Ansor, the waiting storm, the heart of the gate. He promised Balduran he'd protect the city if ever its existence was threatened, but just the once. Since then, the city faced countless threats, but the Baldurians overcame them all. There was never any need to call upon the worm. Until now. This is the greatest threat Baldur's Gate ever faced. Your father was right. We need Ansor's help. With him gone, the worm's awakening now falls to you. Take this, the legend of Ansor. The bards call it a tall tale, but every last word is true. Let it set the path before you. Thank you. In darkness, I see your light. I should go, gather allies. We'll join you in your hour of need. Free the worm. Let his tempest swallow the Absolute and its allies. May Lady Tymora smile upon you.
Why, yes, Edvard. Can I call you Edvard? Well, Edvard, I do support Lord Gortash's campaign.
Curse that rotten devil and her forked tongue, trying to set Eltan against me. She's a damnable inferno of chaos. What matters now is that Eltan saw sense, and we know our path forward. We'll finish what my father couldn't. We'll awaken Ansur, the heart of the gate. I do, and so did my father. Go on, read the legend of Ansur. Then we can plan our next steps.
I was joking. You really are that interesting.
Answer is sleeping under Worm's rock.
I'm here for you, always. It's not just a legend, it's a history. Consider this. To Wormway 'neath prison's deepest level. That must mean Worm's rock prison. That's where we'll find the entrance to this Wormway. Then this. With the shock of a true hero's spark flickers, the torches alight, and Worm's eye shall awake a glitter. To open the way, we'll need to spark torches. This dragon Ansur was Balduran's ally. We'd be fools to let him sleep while the Dead Three's chosen raised the city.
It's to review that awful fashion disaster you're wearing.
I don't think that'd achieve much in the long. What do I think of Lord Gortash's still watch? Well, I am...
Do you know how hard it was to get those cabbages into the city? Nigh on impossible.
Shouldn't go wandering in dark alleys. Very dangerous hobby. Gets people killed.
Oh, but surely we're safe with one of Nine Fingers' big strapping boys to protect us. That's her sigil on your ring, is it not?
Eyes to yourself, elf. You're here to see Nine Fingers? She didn't tell me. Always don't let anyone through, Tuscron. Never here's a list of special guests. Confusing. Come, I'll take you to the Guildhall. Nine Fingers is inside. In you go.
What a delightfully secluded...
Right.
But you consort with a better class of people now, right?
A different class of person. And a different type of consorting.
All on the same side, friend.
Wow, look who it is! Glad to see you in the city. Hope you found plenty of coin in Ketteric's coffers. Ready to do some business? Oh, I've got a few ideas. I'll be running this whole place in no time. Sure is. We work for Fetcher, handling what you might call pre-owned goods. Talk to Sticky. He'll cut you a deal. I survived the hells when Elturel fell. Compared to that, slipping out of Moonrise was child's play.
Questions?
Fetcher isn't himself, so I'm running the shop. You buying or selling? Sometimes stuff we sell comes back around to us again. So watch yourself. Got me?
It's an orphanage, Ukta. What would you have me do? Seize their toys as payment?
Well, they failed to pay tribute. We should withdraw our protection, at the very least.
And cede more ground to the Stone Lord? You're not suggesting I yield a single inch of the city, my city, to this cult?
We already look weak. If you're seen to be forgiving debts...
I didn't say forgive. Seize the building. Arm any children old enough. If they protect what's mine, we'll consider that a start on what's owed.
Yes, Guildmaster. Excuse me? This is a private council.
Keep your underpants clean, Uktar. We're playing host to a hero. You owe me a gold piece, grandmother. When I heard you died out in the wilderness, I made an offering at Kellenvor's well.
Of gold? Oh, I did not know I meant so much to you, Guildmaster.
Oh, I'm terribly sentimental. Case in point, I've just let a harper walk through my guild hall, noticeably unholed. Because I'm curious about why you're here and who it is you've brought with you.
This is the one who saved my life. So really, she owes you your gold piece. But we can settle debts later, Nine Fingers. For now, we need help. We're searching for Minsk of Rashomon.
A big name, that. Such information does not come cheap, High Harper. Not in normal times. Of course. Seeing as these are not normal times and we're all such good friends, I'll do better than tell you where he is. I'm bringing him here as we speak. Or parts of him, at least. I gave no orders about the condition of his corpse.
What treachery is this, Nine Fingers? Have you thrown in with the Absolute too?
Against my own city. Careful. You're in very real danger of hurting my feelings. It's Minsk who's found his faith with Faerun's newest god. And a new name with it. The Stone Lord.
Lies.
Exactly the one. Guild crews may be prone to exaggeration, but not in this case. In his short reign, the Stone Lord and his crew have earned a reputation. Pure brutality. No survivors. And where he mows my people down, this ripe little cult takes root. But not for much longer. We have word on where he plans to hit next. And he'll find us ready to hit back this time.
Nine Fingers. Estelle. Call off your ambush, tell us where he is, and we'll handle this.
We? I heard what happened to your Harpers, Jaheira. I'm sorry, but this fight's too big for you alone. If you're half the friend you're posing as, you'll tell her that her part in this is done. The Stone Lord's fate is sealed. We have a bigger war to fight. I'd rather turn our talk to that, but if you need a moment, Jaheira, well, you've earned that much. My guild hall is open to you. Have a drink, Jaheira. Have a rest. Just leave well enough alone. It would be a shame for the city to lose 2 of its heroes in one day.
Two sides. Each against the other.
Are the gods truly this petty?
You are not known to me. For supplies, seek the bugbear. To trade trinkets, the fetcher's brats. I am Ukta, duly elected guild bursar, and I will not have my time wasted.
Oh, is that what Nine Fingers was doing earlier? Wasting guild time with this Stone Lord business?
You might say so. I could not possibly comment.
I sense there is no love lost between the two of you.
I need not love to serve. You have a point you wish to make? I have not come so far by indulging in petty disputes. But I am open to transactions of mutual benefit. I am interested in gaining access to vaults beneath the counting house. I'd pay well for keys to those vaults, provided said vaults are not emptied prematurely, of course. I suspect that what you seek might also be found beneath the counting house. As a matter of mutual interest.
She plans to ambush Minsk at the counting house. But what the hells would he want there?
What you do with that information is a matter for yourself. Now, back to the vault keys. Do we have business to conduct? Until you do, then.
Ukta hardly wants his gods.
I smell a fight brewing.
Then let it brew. Some radical thinkers claim that peace is a valid option, you know.
And miss a good barroom brawl? Not me, sir.
I'm sorry, sweetie pie. I don't do requests. But toss me a few coppers, and I'll shoot you a saucy wink across the bar. It isn't half bad, is it? And this lot, very generous tippers. I'm sure you understand there's only room for one bard here. But I'll let you know if I need a day off. Hmm?
might seem a bit ramshackle, but this place is a boat.
A bar is only as good as its cellars. Which vintages can we expect to find on their racks?
Here, a bottle is judged more by its ability to crack heads than the quality of its contents.
Ah, that's the main criteria, then I shall reset my expectations accordingly. Water it is.
The broadsheet on the pot ever since I left.
Behold, this tree is plagued by pestilence, yet refuses to die. The goddess Shontia wishes me to save it. I can feel it.
A distinct whiff of undeath to this place. Though, curious. I can't say I've ever noticed the same about you, Astarion.
My width is very faint, thank you. Nothing a little bergamot, rosemary, and a hint of aged brandy can't hide. It's the perfect olfactory disguise for a corpse. Honestly, I miss my calling as a perfumer.
You've clearly thought this through a great deal. I'm impressed and appalled in equal measure.
You do not have an appointment. Yet you seek an audience with Mr. Carrion. Ah, yes. You were drawn to me, a wanderer bearing the scent of death. You are familiar with the necromancy of Thay. I have heard the spirits whisper its name. Few books have the power to send a shiver through the living and the dead. Tell me, what did you make of its contents? Such a book is for those who make only the shallowest ripples in death's dark pools. I inhabit the depths. Clearly, these are not waters you know how to swim in. I would hate to be the one who helps you drown. Perhaps one day the book will reveal its secrets to you. Until then, they're best left between its covers. Unless you have any other business with me, I suggest you return to the domain of the living. Yes. My spirits stir. They think you might be capable. Very well. You may help me with a small matter. I have an assistant, Thrumbo. A conduit I used to maintain my connections with the ethereal plane. Unfortunately, he has deserted his duties. He has not gone far, but given the sensitivity of his nature, I would prefer that he is not free to roam the city. Return Thrumbo's body to me, and I will see that you are suitably compensated. My child, that would be asking the impossible. He is already dead. He is... what do they call them here? Ah, a zombie. A waif I rescued from the jaws of death and gave a second chance at earthly purpose. If he does not value the gift I gave in reanimating that wretched flesh of his, then I will take it back. It is my property, not his. Had I thought you were the type to shout his name from the rooftops, I would never have offered you the job. Thrumbo is not alone in his ingratitude. He has led others in my service astray. 3 of them, beggars and zombies alike. The others lack even Thrombo's modicum of intelligence. It should be no great task to wring his location from one of them. Then, with the spirits herein our witnesses, the arrangement is made. They will follow your progress with great interest, as will I.
Oh, poor kid found his parents like this. It's a tragedy, yeah. But it's not like we can look after him.
Fireworks. A particularly gnomish field of art, no?
Indeed. More than simple craft. It's a way of life for some of them.
Faces, hands, and eyebrows. How do we protect them?
Watch for wind direction. Put on your gloves. And a light at arm's length.
Very good. And what does Uncle Falogir always say?
Once it's lit, you commit.
Excellent! Now remember, Falogir's Fireworks accepts no liability for singed nails, toasted eyelashes, loss of limbs, scalded torsos, or blown off heads. Now, you there. What can I do for you?
You feel an all too familiar squirm in the recesses of your mind. He has a tadpole.
Aha! A fellow friend of Gortash. Praise the Absolute. I have a special sample, available just for you, if you wish. Aha! You must be Arthur's friend. Keep your voice down. Yes, yes, he's just upstairs, but only one flight. If you get to the top, you've gone too far. Browse as irresponsibly as you like. Just don't tell the other customers.
Whiz-bangs! Keep calm, Karlak. One bad flare, and you could blow this whole place.
Oh, man! Whiz-bangs!
Better. Don't touch me.
Can't give up now.
Listen to you. You've got you.
Another friend of Falagir? All right. Just remember the top floor's off limits, password or not. Looking to buy a little something extra, then? Smoke powder in its earthier forms. For purists only. Don't jostle any of the merchandise on your way out.
Brakes won't blow us up.
Steady, steady. Any spillage. Done. 8, 9, 10. Good. All fingers intact.
Gonna need to change out this barrel, see?
Any spillage, and they'll be picking my teeth out of the roof beams. Where's an apprentice when you need one?
Pipes are looking a little rusty. Are we scheduled for maintenance?
No time to waste.
What must be done?
I thirst for combat.
The witching hour. Of course.
Go for the throat. A peek won't hurt. Outmaneuver them. Traps. How considerate. A little souvenir. With pleasure. I'll just help myself. Be careful. There are traps about. What's that?
I will ascend. My path be true.
No surrender.
Red in tooth and claw. The straight path.
Your command. I seek an advantage.
Forever dauntless. Coming through.
Enemies about! On my way!
No bloom, all doom. Don't get too close.
Victory awaits. In my best interest.
Gods, it's hot in here.
Onward.
On your command. Understood.
Battle favors the fearless.
Let none stand in our way.
This is a restricted area. Time to explain yourself, or this guard will be restricting you to a cell. Your words are enough to resolve the matter. Still, you need to leave. Should you transgress again...
No time to rest.
This is a restricted area. Time to explain yourself, or this guard will be restricting you to a cell. Your conviction is enough. This will be taken no further. Nonetheless, this area remains forbidden. Your conviction is enough. This will be taken no further. Nonetheless, this area remains forbidden. Your conviction is enough. This will be taken no further. Nonetheless, this area remains forbidden. Your words are enough to resolve the matter. Still, you need to leave. Your words are enough to resolve the matter. Still, you need to leave. Your words are enough to resolve the matter. Still, you need to leave.
Steady. Schedule for maintenance. Not critical, just a bastard if it breaks. Won't blow it up.
Steady. Steady. Any spillage, and I'll be picking my
temperature.
teeth. Where's an apprentice when you need one? Done. 8, 9.
Gonna need to change out this barrel soon.
Indiscreet killing?
soldiers.
Death eats us all, but not today.
My victims await.
Enemies afoot.
Oakfather, guide me.
One can't always be a gentleman. Curiosity trumps combat, then?
Have to keep going.
I'll be right back. Quickly. A trap. Someone doesn't like visitors. Don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I do. Hardly a challenge. A trap. Someone doesn't like visitors.
Worth examining. On the move. Got to press on.
Moving!
By forever power.
Battle favors the fearless. Finding my way.
By your command.
Very well.
Not a problem.
I hear things got wild between you two. I hope no.
I have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
Oh, a little respite does wonders.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Oh my word. Open up!
I am death. Taking possession.
Lystra. Gideon!
Where do I go from here? Can't slow down.
Time to strike.
Let's have some fun. So, this Stone Lord is the legendary Minsk. And a newly minted cultist, no less. Are we sure we want to find him before Nine Fingers does? I doubt he'll be pleased to see us.
Quite exhausted. A good night's sleep would do me wonders.
Is there something you want to talk about, my dear? I'm all pointy ears, my love. Can't get enough. I'm not surprised. I do rather like that, you know?
Sounds like we're not the only ones tracking down this Minsk fellow. Let's hope Nine Fingers' bounty doesn't attract too much competition. There's nothing that would give me greater pleasure. No matter.
Minsk is working for the cult. Damn. He must have been tadpoled, or worse. The real Minsk would never join up with the God's damned Absolute. Maybe we can help him. The Prism, right? He should shut that tadpole up. If he doesn't kick our butts first. It's kind of his thing. Go on. I was hoping you'd say that. Thank you. If you're happy, I'm happy. Are you happy? Couldn't have said it better myself.
This Stone Lord and Minsk are one and the same. Jahira's friend has taken a dark turn, it seems. All of nature's bounty pales next to you. Do you need something? Always. Was there something else you wanted, my heart?
Minsk is the Stone Lord. Jahira's friend doesn't sound so friendly after all. My joy, speak to me. I'd like the same. You are the tastes of my tongue. You are the ground beneath me and the skies above. You are, and so we are.
So, the Stone Lord is Minsk, Jahira's old acquaintance. Painfully small world at times. Of course. I suppose you've earned it. Honestly, my heart's racing. The end's close, my parents are close, I just know it. Thank you. I'm not sure I would have ever made it this far without you.
The counting house. More bastion than bank, I'm afraid. Minsk must have a way in. But he's never had much use for coin beyond whatever sharp steel it could buy. There must be something in the vaults the Great Chosen are after. All the more reason to get there. Swiftly. I have no reason to doubt the Guildmaster's information. Only her conclusions. The Stone Lord she describes sounds nothing like Minsk. As for the name, well, a bad joke, perhaps. The time of troubles ended almost a century and a half ago. I weathered the years between with all the elven grace you have no doubt come to expect. But do you know how Minsk, a human, past those years? I'll give you a hint. They named him the Beloved Ranger.
You recall the urban myth that trickled through the lower city fest halls some years back. A hero who had been turned into a statue, returning to life in the city's hour of need.
Yeah, for Minsk it is downright subtle. He shrugged at the whole affair. I still don't know how he came to be petrified. I don't even know how he was freed. Harper work would take me from the city, sometimes for years at a time. The few occasions I visited his monument, well, I took it as a moment for reflection. To think of old friends, and the fight I had to continue in their name. And during all my self-serious brooding, that big, dumb, insufferable buffoon was staring me in the face. I did. On occasion, I even found myself critiquing the stonework. Surely his head was not so large as this. I cannot call myself a particularly good friend, but I am his friend. And I cannot let Nine Fingers have him.
My people tell tales of Minsk and his ferocious hamster Boo, to frighten our children. Beware loud men with purple scalps and ugly rodents, for they think of you as evil and will kill you on sight. It is amusing to hear that the legendary ranger has become as much a terror in his own city as he is in the Underdark.
Minsk, the Great Ranger. He's alive and infected. Else, we need to act. My favorite subject.
passphrase, Sicarius, and a location. We should find this Candle Hollow place.
You sleep, but the wicked don't. Someone is here to disturb your rest.
Get the hells away from me!
Peace, brother. We're here to take you home.
The Master needs all 7 of us for the ceremony. Come with us and be reborn. We'll live again.
Master Cazador has known where Astarion was this entire time. He knew he would return. The right. The Master needs him. He must attend.
What a lovely invitation. But I'm afraid I'll have to decline. I intend to kill him, you see.
We will live again, Astarion. The scars on our backs are sealed with the cruelest power. 7 spawn, 7 sigils.
You're number 7, the final piece of the rite. He needs us all for the Black Mass.
Our fates were sealed in his writing long ago. A promise to his favorite spawn, fulfilled in the crypt beneath his palace. This is our only chance to be free, to end centuries of slavery. You will not ruin it, Astarion.
pawn to Cleric 4.
Let our enemies' corpses nourish the ground. Right away.
This needs to end. One way or another. They mentioned my scars and are right. I need to get to that crypt and find out what these damn markings are really for.
A letter from Orin.